Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a in-person coaching session with Ayrton, and we are currently working on the biggest constraint in the business, which you'll get to see a little bit later. Yeah, a lot of things learned recently and a lot of bit of mistakes, bit of fuck ups, and we've got to fix certain constraints and bottlenecks right now that's holding the business back. But I'm going to bring that up with Coach Ayrton, and you'll get to see what that coaching session looks like, bit of behind the scenes, and whatever I learned from today, I'll share that with you. So let's go. I'm also realizing something as well. I'm not building the systems with the team solid enough just yet because of how fast I've been moving. So there's been a massive disconnect of it, like me moving fast, learning, but not teaching and implementing a system and building it out as I go.
Do you have a training day?
Training day? So we've just implemented with a personal branding guy, Hero, once a week. We jump on a call and then we strategize and plan out the filming. So for example, like we've strategized today's filming. With JC, I don't have a consistent like training just yet built out. So like I think the next bottleneck is to actually build out systems for training with the team.
Yeah. What would help you do that?
Getting clear on what the tasks they're doing, and also like what system we can implement to like train them up and get them like more effective in the roles. The reason why I spoke about this is because like I reflect on like the burnout whole thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm burning out because I'm starting something new, and the systems aren't solid enough yet in order to support the new shift. So I have to kind of like almost put the brakes on for a bit in that new direction to build out the foundation and systems.
You should get access to their business manager, which will get access to their Facebook and Instagram account and their ad account. But you might not be running ads for them. And this is where I even thought for myself, we do have access to our clients' accounts. Like I have access to yours. I have pretty much all of our clients because I've got it's in the masterminds, the SOP I send clients who are new clients. Hannah I'm getting on this week. I can plug Manus into it and it pulls the data for me. And like, I could ask it what's going on with your ads and it'll give me a report. I found out one of the days, one of my clients' ad account, they didn't pay their monthly thing. They're like, oh, ads aren't working. Like, you just got to pay the invoice. So I think this is where if you build the tracking sheet, so it's a spreadsheet, and that's where you keep the data. But I think, you should definitely get access to their account, part of this. And this is how, this will make this feel fucking cheap. But it's also how you can guarantee them results. Because you're not teaching personal branding, you're helping them go from a transformation of where they are to where they want to be. And that might be, I'm unknown, I'm invisible, to like the authority in my space, but I'm doing 7 figures. The lesson I'm learning, my beginner guys don't track it. So the reason they're stuck at 10 to 20K is they fucking look at it, they'll do a 10K month, they'll go spend the $10,000. I did with a guy in a sales call the other day. I was like, okay, send me your numbers. But I sent that sheet to him. I said, fill it out. Because he's like, I don't have the money to join coaching. I was like, show me. And then he put these things in and he sent it back. It's like $170 in expenses for 1 month, $900 the other month. I'm like, bro, that's a bit off because each one was saying 15K. So I said, based on what you're saying, there's 30K in your bank account right now. I was like, oh, no. It's like, oh, like I went and traveled and I did this and I brought a new camera here. I was like, okay, put it down. Now I see why you don't have money. You spent $10,000 last month on fucking camera gear and $5,000 on travel. And they're like, oh, I didn't even see that. So the tracking of this will help you become a better coach, because then you coach on the constraint, not just coach on what you want to coach on. That's the mistake that coaches make, is they go, I'm a coach now, so people come and pay me because I want to learn. They want to learn from me. So you're going to do this for yourself. So this is where you can kind of knock 2 things off at once. Build these systems for yourself first, and then that becomes the tool for clients. Like I build those tracking sheets, the money sheets, the dashboards. I build them for me. And I re-updated them recently because we moved into office. I need to know what the numbers were to get an office space. So yeah, I think build them out for you. So build core systems, which is like these ones, Miro maps. And then next one is build spread sheet tracker for clients. Tracking results for clients. I think that should be going, okay, what do we need? And then JC, you can go and build it, and then you guys can jam on it.
Okay, so as you've seen from the coaching session, there was a lot of things to implement. The problem with wanting to grow really, really fast and doing all this upskilling and investing in yourself, especially when you have a team, I found that the gap between myself and the team just got bigger and bigger as I started to learn more and more from all these incredible people overseas in Sydney. And I've found and I've realized that I did not build the systems with training the team strong enough. Because what happened was, like, I started to learn a lot, and as I learned more and more and more, the gap between myself and the team got bigger, and I didn't feed the information back and build that system in order for them to like come back to like where I was as well. So as I scale, as I grow, there is something called growing pains, and when that happens, I realize I've got to just like slow right down, pump the brakes a touch, build the system in order to scale. And that's something that I've been learning as I grow and as my team gets more efficient, more effective. I got to continue to build systems. And the thing about systems as well that I realize is they're eventually going to break, and it's okay when they break. It's just a matter of tweaking them and building even better foundation and building blocks, so then you can continue to scale. Lessons learned on this trip overseas and coming back and trying to implement these things too quickly. Also building out a new offer with the personal branding side of things, building personal brands for seven-figure founders. That is a new offer that I'm wanting to also build alongside the Storycell system. So I'm kind of like stuck between these two new offers. There's one new offer and our flagship offer as well. I haven't kind of like solidified that foundation fully just yet. So we're tweaking the Storycell system offer by implementing a few tracking systems and tracking tools for our content, because what I found was the content that we create for clients has been amazing. It generates incredible results. And whenever I check in on them, they're like, yeah, the video's doing really good. We've been able to close some deals through leads, attract our ideal clients. But at the same time, I haven't built out a tracking tool to be able to track specifically the numbers behind each of the creatives that we've been producing for our clients. And that's literally all on me. So as I learn about business and as everything kind of flows on, it's very important for me to reflect back and ask the team as well, what can we do to improve as each week goes by? What can we do to add more value to our clients as the weeks go by? It's very important to be able to reflect, close that loop, if you will, learning, doing the work, upskilling, but then also reviewing the tapes. What have we done successfully? What are the things that we need to improve on? And how can we come together as a team in order to serve our clients even better? So yeah, a bit of a behind the scenes of what it's like to be a business owner from a coaching aspect and like what kind of goes on in my head. But if there's any other questions that you guys have in terms of personal branding, content, AI, even just like life in general, feel free to reach out to me via DMs. Always here to have a good chat with you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. And you will be seeing in the next video a bit more of a behind the scenes vlog about what my life actually looks like.